Say shredder, I know you get that feeling inside. Oh, I remember my shredder. It used to get jammed. It used to scream at me. I used to have to pull the paper out forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards, and the shred would go everywhere. Shredders in 2025 are not the same as they were in 1998. Shredders today are powerful. It doesn't matter if they're staples. You can put 100 sheets in at once and it will shred it automatically. You don't need to feed it through. You don't need to baby it. Can I show you something really fast? Next to me, I have a trio of different shredding technologies. The shredder you and I bought in 1997 was this. It's called a strip cut shredder, and it does it in strips. This type of technology is still available in the market today. Now, if you and I go to the store with $119 to spend, chances are we'll walk away with this. It's a cross-cut shredder. Clearly, it's a little bit better, but it's not as good as this. This is microcut, and it pulverizes the shred where there is nothing left. Too many people are falling victim to fraud and identity theft because we're not shredding. All we're doing is screwing up the piece of paper and throwing it away. Tara Quellhurst is here to tell us there is a better way. Tara, it's great to see you.
Absolutely, it's good to see you as well. I'm so excited to be back with this item because this is the hard truth. 1 in 3 Americans are going to have their identity stolen in 2025. In fact, that's the number from 2024, so it could be even worse in 2025. These identity thieves have gotten very good at what they do. So we have to up our game, and that's what Royal has done. We all know Royal. They've made typewriters, they've made electronics, they've been around for over 115 years. So what you know is that you're getting an item here that is sturdy and is going to work. I'm gonna take you on a little tour and I'm gonna tell you my favorite things about it. First off, this isn't your dad's shredder, okay? This isn't your grandpa's shredder. One of the best features is that right here in the front, we have the ability to shred 12 sheets.
Right.
At the same time. 12. It'll also take staples,
okay.
No problem. It'll also take old expired credit cards or even those credit cards you get in the mail. Now, here's the really fun part. In the back here, so you have 12 here and that's great, but in the back here, this is a 100-sheet auto feeder.
Yes.
Yes, right? Because what happens now is that you put this, I'm putting it in upside down. You put this in here and you shred it and forget it. It's going to auto feed 100, but we're not done. While that's happening, you're like, oh, I forgot I needed to shred that check that I digitally downloaded into my phone bank the other day. You can still use the front. It's going to absolutely, to steal Adam's word, pulverize it.
Yes!
I mean, what we're talking about in here, guys, I'm gonna let it finish before I show you, but what we're talking about in here is confetti. You have a nice light in there, so you can see what's going on.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice feature.
It's a nice feature.
Once it's done, this is great too. You just take it out.
Yeah.
You don't have to pick, you don't have to do that where you're like, all right, now I gotta go empty the shredder. Nope. You just take it out, right? Absolutely, just confetti in there. And now, watch this.
Go on.
You ready?
Go on.
You take it over to your trash bin.
Yeah.
There's a button right here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can see that button. There's a button right there.
Okay.
You're gonna take it to your trash bin and ta-da!
It's a trap door. It just comes out.
Isn't that fun?
Okay, that is easy and simple, and again,
Easy.
it takes away the pain points of having a shredder. Let's go through colors so you can see what's available. This isn't the first presentation of this, it's one of the last ones. Tara's been on a couple times with it. Blue Mist. We love Blue Mist, it's that soft seafoam color. Down front, we have our beautiful cherry red. We have a classic white. We have a black, and Tara's been using the twilight blue that's available as well. It's not Tara, it's not me, it's the government, it's agencies, it's the advice, the guidance. This is not good enough. When you do that, you know that anybody can come along and they can unscrew that and they can see all your important information on there. You know, when you've got sensitive information, you know, we kind of think we're being clever because, well, we're not going to screw it up, we're going to tear it up right now and we'll do it again for good measure. That is a 4-piece jigsaw puzzle that anybody can put together. It's not good enough. The reality is, shredding is the only way to completely protect yourself from people that maybe want to do us harm. Because there's so much information that they can gain and they can garner from documents. When you have a shredder, you'll also find that junk mail comes in and junk mail goes out.
Clutter buster.
It's a clutter buster,
Absolutely.
and it feels good to do it.
It feels very good to get that clutter off of your countertop, off of your island. And now here's the truth. The people who their identity is being stolen most is our baby boomers.
Ooh.
Okay, so if you fall into that category, you really need to listen up. I'm gonna do the little history lesson again with the shreds, because I think most of our baby boomers probably have maybe a strip cut or a cross cut. And I just can't say this loud enough, because talking to my dad, when I first got the Royal shredder home, I was asking him, he goes, I love my shredder. I've used my shredder for years and years and years. And I said, what kind of shreds come out? And he's like, well, they're long strips.
Right.
And I thought, oh no.
Not good.
Because here's the thing, you can still see a name, you can see a phone number, social security numbers, your children's names, your parents' names, your maiden name, all that stuff is still on here. So then we got a little bit better and we went to crosscut. And crosscut was good, but they've gotten better. The fraudsters have gotten better.
They have.
They've gotten better. So this is the truth, and this is what makes me happy. What Royal has done is it's confetti. They've pulverized it, and if these identity thieves come into your trash can, and this is what they see in your trash can, they are moving along.
Yeah, you don't ever want to take the chance, which is why I said earlier, we can talk your ears off about shredders. They're important. Every home should have one. If you think about what you used to have as a shredder and that puts you off, this is not like that. This requires none of the maintenance. It has none of the hassles. Right. It doesn't get jammed. The rollers don't screech and squeal at you. You don't have to stand there and manually feed through 5 pages at a time. I can stack 100 sheets at the back and walk away and it will do it for me. If you want the twilight blue that Tara's using, very limited. Cherry is doing very well. White is on fire. Actually, black. The classic black is doing the best, I believe, at this moment. $119 and change, free shipping and handling if you want to order it today. We only have 6 minutes left, but Tara, as we get into the new year, little things that we can do that can have a good, positive impact for our family the whole year long.
That's absolutely right. Even our government has been very clear about us shredding our documents. They want to make sure that we're protecting ourselves as best as we possibly can. This is a quote from the Federal Trade Commission. There are many steps consumers can take to minimize their risk of being an identity theft victim. For example, consumers should closely guard their social security number, which we know, and shred charge receipts, copies of credit card applications, and other sensitive documents. Did you know that it's on an average, this is a number I learned the other day, on an average, just the hassle of getting your identity back after it's been stolen is still going to cost you at least $1,600.
I believe it.
That's the average. The average of you getting it back is 24 months.
You can't live like that.
You have to protect.
For something that is just so easy and it's habit forming, you just shred it all the time. I mean, I have my shredder, I use it every day. Look, if you only buy one thing today from this show, clearly I'm gonna say it's the shredder. It's inexpensive and it's the best you can buy. Even if you don't buy it today, promise me you'll remember this. If ever you're shopping for a shredder, don't you dare let them sell you a strip cut shredder.
Yes, correct.
Or a cross cut shredder. Insist on micro cut. Because you take that $119 to a store, you can buy a shredder, but 9 times out of 10, it's the old technology. Tara and I have 5 minutes left. Black selling the fastest, white on fire. Cherry, I have beautiful aqua mist and the white and the twilight blue. Cherry, they're telling me, is about to sell out. Oh boy, okay, so cherry is last call. If you can order before midnight, which is in 6 minutes, you're guaranteed a free shipping and handling. So there's a little added incentive. If you order it in the next 6 minutes, I can guarantee that you're gonna get that free shipping and handling, which is a nice extra saving. I mean, I'd rather you had the free shipping than didn't. It's on FlexPay as well of $24. The other quick thing as well, can I just show this, Tara? One thing. Over here, you know, when you are throwing trash away, you know, if you look inside this bin, you see all the shred. There's probably 100 pages there. When you throw one piece of paper away, look at the volume and the space that it takes up at your trash can. So you're emptying your trash so much more often. Shredding it means you don't have to.
It actually saves you money. Yeah, absolutely. And can I tell you that my favorite thing, well, I have a couple favorite things, but one of the things that I got real excited about.
Tell me.
It comes fully assembled.
Yes.
So if you're at home right now and you're like, but I'm gonna have to call my son and have him come over and assemble it, or I'm gonna have to wait for someone. It came in the mail fully assembled, and it came on caster wheels. So you can wheel it right under the dresser, or under, not the dresser, the desk. I mean, you can keep it in your bedroom.
Dresser, yeah.
Keep it in your bedroom. It's a beautiful piece as well. I mean, it's pretty enough to keep right out there. But you just pop the drawer out, you take it over to the waste bin. It's so simple, you guys. There's a trap door. It's going to release your garbage. You put it right back in there, wheel it back under the desk, and you're good to go.
Again, if you order in the next 3 minutes, I can guarantee free shipping and handling. This time of year, as it's getting into tax season, we can start to shred those things that we don't need, and it does feel good. Royal is one of America's best-selling shredder companies. Their technology kind of sets the standard. This one has the upgrades, the peekaboo window. It has the easy trap door to get rid of it, and it has the LED light that's in the inside, so you can see the shred that's there. Over 1,000 now ordered, congratulations. Don't forget to get rid of those old credit cards. It doesn't matter if your pages have staples in them, this will eat them up. Nothing can stop a Royal shredder, and that's what's so important. Everything is fine until it isn't, but every single day, people are falling victim to fraud and theft. People are stealing folks' information and running wild with it. You have to protect yourself. And the sad thing is, in 2025, it is more rampant than it has ever been before. We needed a shredder in 1989. We need a shredder in 2025 like never before. Ultimately, Tara, this is not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Well, I always say, I'm the first one to want to go buy the shoes and